इस जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट की नई स्ट्रीम में सबका स्वागत है। और एज़ पर द टाइटल ही है लेट नाइट स्ट्रीम प्लस एक नया इवेंट आया है, तो मैं वो इसी इवेंट को बेसिकली अभी कर रहा हूँ। कहाँ तक किया था मैंने, नेविगेट मारते हैं। लुक फॉर ये मिको, चलिए चलते हैं ये मिको को ढूंढते हैं। ये मिको तो यहीं पे है आजू बाजू में। नीचे जाना पड़ेगा, बड़ी भीड़ लगी है।
Tanya and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yai Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yai.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
बहुत बढ़िया नाम है, बहुत बढ़िया नाम है, अनलिमिटेड पावर, बहुत बढ़िया।
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yai. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Yai. Thank you very much.
All right.
चाउमीन चॉप चॉप अलग कैरेक्टर की, और इतना घटिया इसका वो किट होगा, क्योंकि वैसे भी मुझे पहली चीज़ तो मुझे वैसे भी ये कैटलिस्ट। Oh my god, chill यार, पाइमन chill.
You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it. Paimon won't accept such a commission.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time, we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist. I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival.
Yes, मैं तो बहुत ही बेसब्री से इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ तुम्हारा whatever the fuck Iridori Festival की स्टोरी और बैकग्राउंड जानने के लिए। Thank you very much, Yemiko. I love you.
Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Iridori Festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
But
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma? And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's two birds with one stone.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko. You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interests.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here.
You know, जब हम इसकी स्टोरी को सुनते हैं ना, जो ये बोल रहे होते हैं कैरेक्टर, I love the fact कि द मोबाइल गेमिंग में नंबर 1 पे है ये गेम जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट. स्टिल दे आर अनेबल टू फिगर आउट वन सिंपल फकिंग फैक्ट कि तुम्हारा कैरेक्टर का मूव नहीं कर रहा है और तुम स्लाइड शो नीचे दिखा रहे हो. कितना बोरिंग होगा ये चीज़. लाइक सीरियसली आई डोंट गेट इट वाई द बिगेस्ट CEOs ऑफ मिहोयो सिटिंग देयर, जब वो ये अपने इस गेम को देखते भी है या नहीं. लाइक सीरियसली कभी तो एक बार खुद देखो और बोलो, अरे माय गॉड check it poky why is this mount not moving right now, no this is very wrong, we fix this thing man, चाइनीज से बोलो और फिक्स करो इस चीज़ को. ये चूतिया पे को भाई, इसका मूवी अगर मूव नहीं करेगा तो क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है. लाइक क्या बोल रही है, मुझे कहाँ से इंटरेस्ट आएगा.
Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Maybe a little. Oh, all right. I'm super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
ये क्या हुआ, फतुई कहाँ से आ गया. ओह स्क्रीन चेंज है. कहाँ है भाई, कहाँ जाना है.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there will also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival. And nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
Yep, of course.
How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party. Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
ये तुम्हारा फ्यूचर है. ये दिस इज योर फ्यूचर. यू विल नेवर गेट अ सिबलिंग, यू फकिंग चूतिया ट्रैवलर. इफ यू कीप ऑन डूइंग ऑल द शिट विद दिस फकर्स गिव इट टू यू मैन. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस शिट.
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal.
I have told you are not strangers here. There's no need to be sound so formal. Oh my god.
We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed
भाई मैं सोच कह रहा हूँ ये जो स्क्रीनशॉट ये जो पर्टिकुलर फ्रेम है ना टिपिकल एग्जांपल है बॉयज वर्सेस गर्ल्स का लुक एट द क्रिएटिविटी ऑफ द डेवलपर्स लाइक नेक्स्ट लेवल अल्ट्रा सुपर हाई लेवल की क्रिएटिविटी देखो कैरेक्टर दो क्या कस्टमाइजेशन है लाइक सीरियसली कस्टमाइजेशन क्या किया मैं डिज़ाइन बोलना चाहिए सॉरी आई शुड से डिज़ाइन लुक एट द डिज़ाइन मैन जो आदमी जो करेक्टर आया तो उसके बाल है ब्लू और जो लड़की है यही मेरे को उसके है पिंक कितना बढ़िया डिज़ाइन है टू डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन अ बॉय एंड अ गर्ल वाओ आई लव इट मैन गुड जॉब
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. This Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt. The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests. I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now.
बाय बाय
During the festival, most of the Yai Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Don't worry, bro. We will take care of the
All the
guest.
details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look at the ship.
ओके पायमान 6 से 8
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kasim portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
यप आ रहा हूँ भाई जा रहे हैं टॉक्स पे कौन है भाई कौन आ रहा है अभी हैं
Hello! You must be here to take part in the Iridori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tonga's bard then? Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation? Huh? Why's that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Vendi no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon.
According to the opening ceremony,
I am very
which is
fine
the day after tomorrow.
I am playing Genshin Impact. What are you doing with Mr. Utkars?
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute.
भाई क्लियर आराम कर ले भाई, क्यों तब भाग रही है?
Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Oh.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance so that I can be better prepared.
Better prepared, okay. Okay.
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
बहुत समय बीत गया है, बहुत समय बीत गया है भाई. कैसे हो अमीश? मैं बहुत बढ़िया हूँ, तुम बताओ कैसे हो? अभी मैं जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट खेल रहा हूँ, लेट नाइट स्ट्रीम है, नया इवेंट है आयोडोरी फेस्टिवल विथ अल्बीडो एंड छोटा टेररिस्ट क्ली आई एम सॉरी क्ली प्रोनाउंसिएशन को भूल जाओ, वो तो गलती होती है. क्ली एंड लेट्स सी अभी क्या आगे क्या आता है. मैं प्राइमोजेम्स के लिए खेल रहा हूँ, बट द थिंग इज कि वी आर गोइंग टू हैव फन. वी आर गोइंग टू हैव फन राइट नाउ, लाइक सीरियसली. मैं देखना चाहता हूँ अभी क्या होगा आगे, क्या बकचोदी होगी, कितने बम फोड़ेगी क्ली.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
शी मीन्स टू से अब वो सब फोड़ने वाली है, बम फोड़ने वाली है, सब कुछ तबाह करने वाली है. उसका बेस्ट बिहेवियर का मतलब है कि वो एक हिडन उसका वो है साइन है वो. भाई मैंने RDR2 खेल के ख़त्म भी कर दिया. मैंने उसकी वीडियोस ही बना के डाल दी. RDR2 कब खेल रहा था, कब की बात है वो, लाइक सीरियसली. आर्थर मॉर्गन से जॉन मार्स्टन तक पूरी स्टोरी ख़त्म कर दी है मैंने उसकी. वैलेंटाइन से लेके स्ट्रॉबेरी तक, सैन डेनिस से लेके पता नहीं क्या भाई. गेम तो बहुत बढ़िया है, मज़ा आता है, इतना रियल लगता है गेम. मैं तो जो गेम खेलता हूँ सारे गेम बढ़िया ही होते हैं भैया, मैं मजाक तो करता नहीं.
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
तुम्हारा सिर्फ 5% है. मैंने जब गेम कंप्लीट किया था मेरा था अराउंड 80%. फिर भी मैंने बहुत सारे साइड क्वेस्ट छोड़ दिए थे क्योंकि मैं इतना पक गया था. इट वॉज इम्पॉसिबल टू कंप्लीट ऑल द क्वेस्ट. तो मुझे लगा कि भाई मेरे बस का नहीं है, तो मैंने कुछ छोड़ दिए. बट जो भी खेला बहुत बढ़िया खेला मैंने. प्लीज़ ट्राई रेजिडेंट ईवल 7. इट्स ऑन स्टीम. करेंगे ट्राई.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water.
कर लेंगे. कौन सा भागा जा रहा है. अभी ये खेलते हैं, बाद में वो खेलेंगे. ज़ॉम्बी भी खेल लेंगे, जो भी इनको बोलते हैं टायरेंट्स वगैरह वो भी देख लेंगे भाई. मुझके तो मोड्स भी बहुत सारे हैं, सब खेल लेंगे.
Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
भाई सबसे पहले एक हमारे साथ एक छोटी सी टेररिस्ट है, उसको ठिकाने लगाना है. अगर तुम उसमें हेल्प कर सकती हो तो बताओ.
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama.
काम की बात करनी नहीं है.
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
ये जापानी गेम है। हाँ, ये जापानी गेम है और मैं चाइनीज़ हूँ। अबे बकचोदी पेलना बंद करो। ये चाइना का गेम है भाई। चाइनीज शक्लें, तुम्हें लगता है किसी और गेम में ऐसी शक्लें होंगी? अबे ये चाइनीज़ गेम है, जापानी नहीं है। बहुत लोग बोलते जापानी। अबे जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट कब से जापान का हो गया? हाँ, इनाजुमा जापान का है। ये जो अभी तुम एरिया में हो ना, ये जापान वाला एरिया, ठीक है ना?
How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hiroyama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hiroyama directly.
मैं आपको हायरार्की समझाता हूँ, ज़रा क्रोनोलॉजी समझिए। क्रोनोलॉजी में बताता हूँ, ठीक है ना? अभी हम इस गेम में, जो कि चाइना का गेम है, नहीं गलत बता रहा हूँ, फिर से बताता हूँ। अभी हम जापान वाली सिटी में है, जापान से इंस्पायर्ड वाली सिटी में है इन अ गेम, जो कि चाइना का गेम है। तो जापान वाली सिटी चाइना के गेम में, और एक कैरेक्टर जो है ये पता नहीं कहाँ के, फ्रांस के लगते हैं भाई, मॉन्स्टेड वाले। मॉन्स्टेड पता नहीं कहाँ से इंस्पायर्ड है, आई हैव नो आइडिया, बट दिस इज़ व्हाट इट इज़। ओके, सो कंफ्यूज नहीं होने का। ये कौन बंदा आ गया चैट पे, पता नहीं भाई, जो भी है आप उससे हेलो हाय कर लो, ठीक है ना? मैं गेम पे फोकस करता हूँ।
After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now.
और आवाज़ निकाल ले भाई।
Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryo Commission.
भाई हमारी चैट में एक इंसान है, मैं इंसान हूँ। ओके ब्रो, नो इट्स जापानी। अरे हाँ भाई, ठीक है, ये जापानी, इनाजुमा सिटी जापानी है, आई गेट इट, यस, ठीक है, लड़ो मत, इट्स जापानी। ओके, हम जापान में खड़े हैं भाई। अभी ये इनाजुमा जापान की सिटी है।
The Tenryo Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
What? The books are missing?
Oh my god, the overreacting Queen Paimon.
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Jinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Jinyu as well. If Mr. Hiroyama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jinyu. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
Oh, मुझे लगा गान्यू की बात कर रही हो। अच्छा, जिंगच्यू की, whatever जो यार, जो भी उसको बोलते हैं उसकी बात कर रही है। अच्छा, ओके।
Oh, do you know him?
Yep.
Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse too.
जिंगचो जो है, देखो क्या है ना, इस गेम में हम हर किसी को जानते हैं। जो भी विजन के साथ है, जिसे कपड़े दिखने में अच्छे लग रहे हैं, वो बेसिकली प्लेबल कैरेक्टर है। ओके, सो वी नो। मैंने आज खाना भी खाया, क्या बात, बहुत बढ़िया। और कुछ महान बात, आई वुड लव टू हियर। सही बात है। कौन हो भाई तुम, कौन हो? हु आर यू? कौन हो? इंसान तो, पर कौन हो? नाम तो बताओ। मैं समझ गया तुम्हारा, मैं मतलब नाम भी नहीं बोल सकता हूँ यहाँ पे। वेंटी क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे?
It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here
on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you. So, tone deaf bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
Venti!
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
Don't make me say it again. मेरा इस दुनिया में पूरा हक है. Good job, bro. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत. My main जो भी कहने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, I support, bro. लो, मैं तुम्हें लाइक देता हूँ. 1 मिनट लो 1 मिनट. ये लो. Happy now? ये लो. ये देखो, मैं तुमको लाइक दिया अभी. 1 मिनट. ये देखो. Nice. Happy?
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
यप, ये वो बेवड़ा है जो गिटार बजाता है. नहीं, पता नहीं क्या बजाता है. हारमोनियम बजाता है. नहीं, हारमोनियम नहीं. मॉन्स्टैड में घूमता फिरता रहता है, पीता रहता है और घूमता फिरता रहता है. इसका नाम वेंटी है. ये 5 स्टार कैरेक्टर है और ये मुझे अभी तक नहीं मिला है.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Irodori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally.
अबे illegally कैसे घुसेगा? साला इनाजुमा तो गिरा पड़ा पानी से, उड़ के आया क्या? अरे हाँ, अबे तो ये विंड आर्कॉन है भाई. एनीमो आर्कॉन है, of course. Oh my god, yes. अबे हाँ, oh my god bro. हाँ यार, तो अबे इसका तो पर्सनल जो पेट है वो भी इतना जीता जागता प्लेन है भाई. ये एयरप्लेन डिवेलिन. अबे हाँ भाई, तो उड़ के आ सकता है. ओ माय गॉड, ये तो मैं सोचा ही नहीं. व्हाट द हेल. आई एम सच ए फूल मैन. लाइक सीरियसली, यू आर राइट कुजो सारा. ही कैन रीच हियर मैन. ये इलीगली अंदर आ गया भाई.
And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Of course, typical. भाई वो उसका नेचर है. टिपिकल कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रहा है भाई वो. ऑफ कोर्स वेंटी वही तो मिलेगा. वो कौन सा आपको कहीं और मिलेगा. किसामे होसी गाकी. हाय, हेलो ब्रो, हाउ आर यू? किसामे होसी गाकी. व्हाट अ नाइस नेम. वाओ, होशी गाकी. वाओ.
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
प्रैक्टिकली ड्रैगन के ऊपर बैठ के अगर तुम पहुंचते हो कहीं और पे उड़ते हुए, उसको अगर इलीगली आना बोलते तो ठीक है. ओके.
Ouch! Your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
वाह, देखो हमारे यहाँ पे भारत मिलाप हो रहा है. एक पाकिस्तान से है, एक नेपाल से है. हेलो गाइस फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान. हेलो गाइस फ्रॉम नेपाल. कंग्रेचुलेशंस, यू आर फाइनली एंडेड अप इन माय स्मॉल स्ट्रीम. कैसा लग रहा है? आपका लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट अभी हुआ है कि आप मेरी स्ट्रीम पे आए हो. हाउ आर यू गाइस फीलिंग? आर यू एंजॉयिंग दिस स्ट्रीम? आर यू हैविंग फन?
The invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them. Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the
कुछ तो हो रहा है भाई, चैट में कुछ तो हो रहा है. बहुत ही वियर्ड चैट सारे, मतलब कि अबे चुप हो जा वेंटी, चुप हो जा, चुप. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, देखो अभी लेट नाइट स्ट्रीम है ना, तो बकचोदी तो चलेगी. तो मुझे लग रहा है मदारा भाई कुछ तो चल रहा है. अब आप देख लो.
And when I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryo Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA publishing house, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
अमीश यार देखो क्या है ना, अभी यहाँ पे जैसे TUBSDK है, एक किसामे है, एक मदारा है, ये नाम देखने में ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग लगते हैं. ठीक है, अमीश बोलते हैं बट इट्स फन टू से मदारा, क्योंकि मदारा वाज अ ग्रेट कैरेक्टर जिसने बेसिकली नरूटो की गांड में डंडा किया, उसके पापा की गांड में डंडा किया, उसके पापा की गांड में डंडा किया. तो मदारा इज़ अ ग्रेट कैरेक्टर. सो वी शुड, अगर तुमको मैं मदारा बोलता हूँ, इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग, यू नो. इट्स ईजी, देखो इट्स ईजी फॉर मी बिकॉज मुझे सबके नाम याद नहीं रहते हैं, बट द एक्चुअल थिंग इज़ कि मदारा इज़ अ वेरी ग्रेट कैरेक्टर, यू नो. तो जिसकी वजह से इतना खतरनाक वॉर हुआ था, और भाई साहब के पास अपना वुडन स्टाइल भी था, और मांगा स्टाइल क्या बोलते हैं उसको, शारिंगन भी था. भाई क्या बोलूँ, उचिया क्लैन और सेंजू क्लैन, आई डोंट नो, जो भी कुछ था, मतलब ही वाज अ ग्रेट कैरेक्टर. सो या.
But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that.
सब बहरा में.
The sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
भाई ये तो बात सही है, भाई लीडर तो था भाई वो.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now.
Wow, nice.
First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse and might even have a key. And third
ये कि तुम लोगों का मुंह क्यों नहीं मूव कर रहा है भाई साहब. इतनी बड़ी कंपनी में फिर ये चीज़ बोलता हूँ, साले तुम मोबाइल गेम में अभी नंबर 1 पे हो, नंबर 1 पे, फकिंग नंबर 1 पोजीशन. इतने तुम फेमस हो, फिर भी जो चाइना का जो मेन सीईओ है मिहोयो का, जब वो बैठता है और अपने इस गेम को देखता है तो उसको लगता है ओह माय गॉड दिस गेम इज सो वियर्ड, ओह माय गॉड द माउथ्स आर नॉट मूविंग, कांट ही जस्ट फकिंग सी, इनके मुंह मूव नहीं कर रहे हैं. व्हाट्स द हेल, मैं ये क्या पढ़ के करूँगा, ये क्या है, इसकी क्या स्लाइड शो चल रहे हैं भाई, सीरियसली. Come on, Mihoyo. What the hell is that? China, whatever the fuck, whatever the fucking language, तुम मैंड्रिन बोल के समझो ना भाई, कुछ तो करो. What the fuck is this? Talk to your people, talk to your fucking developers कि इनके मुंह का मूव कराओ यार.
I need to catch on, traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort.
भाई इनका मूव बिल्कुल मूव नहीं कर रहा है यार, इनका फेस बिल्कुल मूव नहीं कर रहा है. कि so weird to see them like this. सुनो गौर से, दुनिया वाला अपना ज्ञान अपनी.
It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning.
वाओ, थैंक गॉड कि जो सारा का मुंह थोड़ा सा मूव किया और मुझे उसकी थोड़ी बत्ती सी दिखी.
Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
भाई सुमेरु जो है ना इंडिया पे बेस्ड है, ठीक है, इंडिया और आई थिंक कुछ हद तक मिडिल ईस्ट में, तो बहुत कुछ मिक्सअप मिलेगा वहाँ पे.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
और अगला जो एरिया आ रहा है वो अब चैसम के बाद सुमेरु ही है.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sara's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
बहुत बढ़िया वेंटी, बहुत बढ़िया. टिपिकल अपने यहाँ जो उसका कैरेक्टर है वो प्ले कर रहा है, लाइक सीरियसली वो टिपिकल वेंटी डूइंग वेंटी स्टफ राइट नाउ, वेरी गुड ब्रो। ऐसी चीज़ें कोई भूलता है?
Could you lose something so important?
Yep. तुम जापानी गेम खेलते हो तो भारतीय गेम भूख खेलो, हैं? भारतीय गेम? ओह यू मीन भारत के गेम भी खेलो। हाँ खेला ना मैंने, अभी खेला था ना वो जो अक्षय कुमार ने बहुत जिसका प्रमोशन किया था, फौजी, क्या गेम है, मज़ा आ गया भाई। ऐसा गेम है ना, लाइक आदमी को अगर अपनी ज़िंदगी में ना गेम के प्रति अगर नफरत पैदा करनी हो या गेम को खेलना बंद करना हो तो ऐसे गेम खेले।
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip.
बहुत बढ़िया।
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, traveler?
वेंट की गांड में उसने अपनी गांड में घुसेड़ लिया है, बस बस और कुछ नहीं है। वहीं पे चेक करो, कच्छा नीचे करो उसका, चेक करो, वहीं मिलेगा, वहीं पे इनविटेशन। मैं कह रहा हूँ ना वहीं मिलेगा।
You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
बोलो ना गांड में चेक करो उसकी। अरे ऑप्शन ही नहीं है, व्हाट अ जोक। अबे ये क्या बकचोदी बट। ओए ओए वो पाइमन देख रही है।
Are you sure? His cape doesn't even have any pockets to put stuff. But hey, a cape with pockets isn't a bad idea. You should try and get it tailored sometime, Venti.
Oh.
Well, people do often claim that capes and the like serve no real purpose other than aesthetics. I suppose a cape with pockets would really turn the tables on that crowd.
ओ माय गॉड, जाओ भाई पेट साफ करके आओ भाई, ये स्ट्रीम तो चलती रहेगी, पेट साफ करना ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है। ओह
That doesn't sound right. The invitation is pretty big, isn't it? And if it's in his shoe, he would feel it when he's walking.
Drinking too much may occasionally render the tongue a little numb, but it's true, it certainly wouldn't affect the feet. Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
गुड जॉब।
However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
There goes Zara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hiroyama, I'm Calx.
Tuiko. अरे यार, I hate my internet man. Man, I hate my internet man. Guys, I have to stop right now because मेरा इंटरनेट की गांड में डंडा हो गया है, and I fucking hate my internet man. But it was nice doing this stream today.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar?
अब मैं बाद में कंटिन्यू करता हूँ, but till then guys have fun and I will see you guys later on in the stream. Till then, tata, bye bye.